Have you ever noticed how silence feels heavier when you're alone? The air gets thicker, the walls closer, and suddenly every thought grows louder. Why does the quiet echo more than noise? Maybe it's not loneliness we fear. Maybe it's what we might find inside it. Today we're going to look behind that fear to see what truly hides beneath our discomfort with being alone. As children, being alone often meant being left out, forgotten, or unloved. We learned that comfort comes from connection, that love equals attention. So we grow up chasing presence, approval, validation. Every like, every message, every glance becomes a small reminder: I exist. I matter. But when the noise stops and no one's around to mirror us, we start to question our worth. Our brain whispers, if no one sees me, do I still exist? This isn't weakness, it's conditioning. Humans are wired to belong. Isolation once meant danger. But now, in a world built on constant connection, solitude feels like extinction. We've never been so connected, and yet so detached. Our devices promise belonging, but deliver fragments of attention. We scroll, we refresh, we chase that digital heartbeat, afraid of the silence between notifications. Every moment alone becomes something to escape. Music on, podcasts playing, screens glowing, anything to avoid that stillness. Because when everything stops, we're forced to face what's left: ourselves. And that can be terrifying. Studies show that many people would rather experience mild electric shocks than sit in silence with their thoughts. Think about that. Pain feels safer than stillness, but solitude isn't empty. It's a mirror, one that reflects everything we hide from. When you're alone, the distractions fade, and what's buried starts to rise. Old memories, unresolved pain, the sound of your own insecurities. That's why being alone can feel so heavy. It's not loneliness, it's awareness. And awareness can be uncomfortable. But it's also where healing begins. Because when you finally face yourself, you begin to understand who you are beyond others' opinions, expectations, or presence. The truth is, solitude is not a curse. It's a teacher. History is full of people who found themselves when the world went quiet. Writers, artists, monks, and thinkers have all used solitude as a space for transformation. In the silence, they met their deepest thoughts and turned them into something beautiful. When you stop running from silence, you start hearing your own voice, the one buried beneath the noise of the world. That voice is your intuition, your truth, and it only speaks when everything else goes quiet. So how do you make peace with being alone? You start small, turn off the background noise, sit in a room without distractions. Notice what comes up, not to judge it, but to understand it. Go for walks without your phone. Write down your thoughts. Eat alone and actually taste your food. These small acts teach your mind that solitude isn't danger, it's presence. Because when you stop fearing your own company, you become whole. And wholeness is freedom. If you can sit in silence and feel peace, you'll never depend on others for your worth again. Being alone isn't a punishment, it's a conversation with your soul. Maybe the real fear isn't loneliness. Maybe it's meeting the version of yourself you've been avoiding. But when you finally stop running, you'll realize that the quiet was never empty. It was full of you, and that was all you ever needed. This was what's behind our fear of being alone. If this made you think, subscribe to What's Behind, where we uncover the hidden layers of the human mind.